back then we had groups of kids that we ran around with, and we each had names. Our group's name was the King Teens, and there was 13 of us. And we ran around, we were pretty popular. And the kids younger than us a year were called the Iggly Gigglies, but we really had a lot of fun as a group. I was invited to go to every formal dance. In fact, there was one time I didn't have a date, and I was so excited because all my friends always had that didn't get invited to go to the dance. They got together and had a party, and a potluck party, and that looked so fun. So I was really planning on going to that, and then I got a date at the last minute, so I went to the dance instead, but we had some great parties. And then what was a fellow named Ardeen Bona? He was in college, and I don't know if I was a senior yet or not. Anyway, my dad came home from town one day and told me that Ardeen was going to marry me. And that was it. I dropped him like a hot potato. And then after that, I started going with Bert. We met when we were seniors. Well, it was after the opera. We had an operetta, and I was the Negro Mammy in it.
This is interesting because she was in the opera at high school. She had painted her face with black, and I said, "Can I kiss you?" And she says, "Oh, wait till after the program," she said. So when it was over, I was over there.
And he says he asked me for a kiss, and I said later, but I don't remember that. All I remember was he came up after the show and planted a kiss on me, and the hair on my arm stood up.
When the play was over, I went and found your grandmother, and so I kissed her. And I just kissed her gently and firmly, and and just like you would. And she said later on, she says, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. She said, "I thought you were just going to smack me hard like the guys do, You see some of those in the movies that just grab a woman and that's not the way it's done." And she was quite surprised and made her think a little bit. And then that was then, and then when graduation came, I asked her for a graduation date. That was pretty exciting for me, being a 17-year-old boy.
We rode around and talked, and he walked me to the door that night and then just turned around and walked off, and that really got my interest.
I had a lot of respect for her anyway. She was always with the decent people, or good girls and people in the school.
Most boys wanted to kiss you goodnight, no matter how long they'd known you. But that was the beginning. Then we had senior slough day, and from then on we were kind of an item. And he went to Dugway to work, and I went to Salt Lake to go to school, and I did like to kiss. I was pretty good at that.